Hey everybody, I'm Deanna James, and today I'm going to be answering some questions from you, our tattoo clients. First question we have is, do I do cover-ups? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm lucky to be at a point now where I could be fairly choosy. I've worked really hard my whole life to be able to get to do work that I feel like really resonate with me and my client. Large cover-ups, it's harder to do that, but smaller cover-ups, like if you got a little tattoo there that I can easily go over, I'll do that. How much is a tattoo? I almost feel like it's asking like, how much are groceries? Depends on where you go or who you go to and the style and how big and where you want it and things like that. I would say maybe like the base rate at the lowest I've ever heard of is $150 an hour, and then it can go up to day rates. I could go up to like $4,500 a day. So there's a huge range, but research your artists and email to ask them directly. How do you book? With me specifically, it's always email. We have our email and website on my Instagram, on the shop's Instagram. You fill out a form, talk about what kind of tattoo you want to get, your price, your budget, and then we have assistants here that'll point you in the right direction towards the artist that is best for you. Even if it's not me and someone that works here at Eden, you will be pointed to the right direction. Are you coming to the state where I'm at or the country where I'm at? I do travel, but a lot of my clients travel to me. So if you want to save up for a plane trip or anything like that, like for those of you who haven't thought about it, it's very common to travel to another state or even sometimes another country to get a tattoo that you really want to get. So come to me, but I will be traveling and I will post about where I'm traveling to. How do I find a tattoo artist? So what a lot of people don't know, I feel, who aren't in the industry, is that you have to think of exactly what kind of tattoo you want and find an artist who does that specific subject matter you're looking for. But it's not like that at all. You want to find an artist who does a style that you really want. So if you like a certain kind of realism or you like the certain way someone does their tattoos and you maybe have seen them do the specific subject matter you're wanting, or you think they can do whatever you're wanting great in their style, you're just looking for an artist who does his style that you really want. Then you reach out to them and book an appointment. But Instagram is a great tool. Look up people I'm following if you want to really like search artists, or look at your favorite artists' favorite artists. Should I tip and how much? That totally just depends on you. You don't have to tip. If you do tip, it's hard because I feel like personally, like I already charge the amount that I feel like I'm worth, and it's not necessary for me if you want to give me more than that. But everybody is different. You can even be honest. You can say, hey, do people usually tip you? If so, how much? But I totally get the nervousness around that, customer and artist. But yeah, why not just ask? 20% is usually like a lot. I don't think it has to be 20% like at a normal restaurant or things like that, but it's up to you. What should I do for aftercare? This is something that I'm sort of big about. With aftercare, I always say less is more. The moment I stopped telling clients like a whole list of what to do to their tattoo, the less I got reactions. And now I can't remember the last time I've gotten anyone with any kind of like bad reaction from a tattoo I've given them. If really, I think tattoos should heal great on their own without doing anything. If I have people use second skin, I only say put second skin on for 2 days and that's it. After that, just lotion. But that is the most I'll have people do. But even if you just want to leave it alone and make sure you're just clean, I think tattoos should heal fine on their own. Is my tattoo infected? So if your tattoo is radiating warmth or heat, if it's oozing a darker color, if it's starting to smell, that's when maybe it's infected and you can go get it checked out at a Care Now or something. But if it's just red, irritated, if it's just pink, I wouldn't say that's technically infected, but it could be inflamed or irritated, or sometimes even heat rash if you see little bumps. And that's easily fixable. Can I work out after a tattoo? It's advised not to. I say the most important days after a tattoo is the first 3 days after you get it done. If you can at least stay out from sweating after those 3 days, that's amazing. If you want to spend 2 weeks out of the gym, I think that's a little overkill, but it's still safer that way. But I usually tell my clients, like, stay out of the gym and stay away from sweating for the first 3 days, because I think that's when the tattoo is still an open wound. What tattoo styles last the longest? This is a hot take. I feel like lasting the longest and what tattoos look best over time is subjective. We know black is what holds up the best. So as long as you have a good solid black base underneath your tattoo, I think that's the kind of tattoo that'll hold up best over time. All tattoos will fade. There's nothing that exists in this life that does not need maintenance or a touch-up. And with some tattoos, I personally love it when they get softer or when color disappears. There's always a debate, and maybe in many years, all color will disappear. As long as you have a black base underneath, that'll show an image. I think that's what's really important. What is the difference between a flash and a custom tattoo? So a flash tattoo is something that is pre-done, and then a custom tattoo is a tattoo where you come in and you tell the artist more what you're looking for, and you can guarantee that nobody else has that image. I personally like doing custom tattoos. I think that's just a cool way to get something truly unique. Should I say tat or gun? Absolutely. Say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. We use tat guns. Now, there's some tattooers that I guess it's not called a gun, it's called a tattoo machine, but live your life. I don't care. Should I start with a small tattoo? I don't think so. I think one of the most regrets people have getting their first tattoo is that they wish they could have gone bigger. I think you should find an artist and do a lot of research. Take your time to find an artist where you can scroll through a portfolio and click on any tattoo they've done and say that you would get that tattoo. Find that artist. Travel to them if they're not near you, and let them do what they know is best, what will look best. And as far as your comfortability goes, I understand some people have certain jobs or works or families that can give them limitations on how large their tattoo needs to be, but just listen to your artist and do something that fits your body. You don't want to go too big or too small. You just want something that fits, like clothing.